Alright, moving on to Crow's Nest. I'll show you guys how I get through this level. It's one of the harder levels of the run, but overall still not that bad. It's probably top 3, top 4, I think, for me.
Sorry for the tight squeeze.
So straight away, skip the cutscene and come down here.
We just lost the perimeter cameras.
Make sure you grab
sir.
a
I'll show you
battle
the way.
rifle, one of these,
The base was built for
and swap to it as well.
Watch your
Double check Shadow, make sure you have it equipped. So first things first is these two Marines. Now, some people don't want them. Personally, I bring them because they're a great force for the first area. So wait a second here because they get stuck sometimes and they won't follow you. So walk up to them, you know, make sure they follow you. Go. The reason I wait there is because if you just walk away, they won't follow you. So having them in the first corridor is very beneficial, I think. Their grenades, they can like kind of solo clear the entire corridor for you, so I just let them do that. Open the door, wait a second, don't go through immediately. And kill the grunts. The reason I don't go through immediately is because the Warthog can land literally anywhere and can splatter you, so it's best to just wait. Let it land somewhere, then go out when it's clear. Believe it or not, I have died there to the Warthog, splattering me. Yeah, so the reason these guys are good is because they grenade the Jackals like over and over again, and they'll kill the Jackals for you. So I just kind of sit back here and let them do the heavy lifting. It's obviously pretty easy. I'm always in favour of AFK strats. Also, to note while I'm here too, one of the passengers on the Hog drops a battle rifle. So in case for whatever reason you run low on ammo here, there's a spare BR there for you for ammo. You shouldn't, but you know, it happens. Grab a plasma pistol and push on forwards. So when it's clear, if you like pass this line, I think it's around here, it spawns into the next enemies. So that will be 3 grunts and then a brute. It's 4 grunts total, but I call 3. I count. 1, 2, 3. Swap to your plasma pistol. Brute's next. He's stuck apparently. That's fine. Just try to bait him out. Alright, so this hallway, you want to try and be aggressive and maintain control. Basically, if the grunts push too far forwards, the Jackal's going to pin you down and it just kind of sucks. So just try and maintain control. This corridor sucks to have no ammo for, no battle rifle ammo. Yeah, all done. If you have Marines alive as well, they can kind of like clear this hallway of grenades, but that's not always a guarantee. But yeah, so this area here, you want to maintain control and try to keep them at the back of the hallway. Right now, I want to juggle some plasma pistols to this spot. I usually bring 4. 4 is a good number. And there's 4 grunts, so it makes sense. Just bring all the up here. Make sure to be dual wielding and drop another one just here. So the goal for this area is to blow this up. Then we're going to slowly make our way to the right. Slowly, but it's safe. And we're going to sit in this corner and let the Marines above engage the grunts in combat. There we go. If you want, you can try for shields here, but I don't bother. Okay, so now we're up here. First things first is I want to talk about the cleanup script. So this level in particular has a really, really strong cleanup script, which means weapons are prone to despawn like crazy. And it's always ones you need. So I try to make a stockpile up here of things I need. And normally, if they're in your eyesight, they don't deload. So I try to keep them here, because this is where I kind of stand most of the fight. So yeah, having these 2 here kind of hopes that they won't despawn. But yeah, so you want to try and maintain control, kill the enemies as soon as you possibly can. If you have them kind of guns, of course, they will kill you in 1 shot. 1 or 2 shots, they're really strong. Obviously, take up grunts first, they're higher prio because they can clue you further away with the grenades. You want to basically ignore the Jackals. Jackals are... just ignore them. They are entirely irrelevant. We're going to only kill brutes and grunts here. Nothing else matters. You can kill them if they're a free kill, by all means, but there are shields at the end. Also, keep an eye on this area. Grunts can walk up the stairs. If you want, you can block it, but again, there's no need. They're not really at risk. They can't really shoot you from that far away. They often don't. So this is what I mean by maintaining control, is you want to maintain control and not be kind of pinned down or pushed back. You want to stay up here, do the most fight from up here. So as they're pushing up now, I want to try and take out some brutes. Yeah, so you see they despawned already. So it's crazy how strong the cleanup script is. There's one. Let's check my battle rifle stash I have. Yeah, they're still there. That's good. So I want to warn you guys of spike grenades. If you see a spike grenade anywhere, be very, very clear of it. I'll demonstrate why later, but just have that in your mind at all times. If a spike grenade lands anywhere on this this passageway, this little platform thing, be very clear of it. Be nowhere near it. So for this entire area, ignore shields. Do not go for shields, it's a trap. That's my advice. And they're retreating now, which means a free overcharge. So when you kill enough enemies, the last wave comes in and they all kind of retreat back to the middle platform just here. As they're doing that, try to punish with an overcharge on the last brute or two. And there'll be one more dropping off now. Run alive. Yeah, I try to stay up here and fight from up here and be clear of spike grenades. Alright, so last wave is in. It's one brute shot brute, a couple grunts, and a couple of jackals, I think. But yeah, it's pretty fine. Okay, so pick off the grunts one at a time to the safe to kill the brutes. This brute can be a pain. He's very likely to dodge your overcharges from distance, so be careful of that, be wary of that as well. Alright, when it's safe, you can push down to the lower level and just try to wait 10 seconds, let him forget about you, let him lose kind of where you are. And when that's happened, you can peek out and try to find him and overcharge from a distance. That works, nice. So they're all dead, all brutes are dead. So all that's left are these three grunts. These are your shields. So I'm going to approach and throw a scatter grenade so they all dodge out of the way. Kill one, perfect. Then I want this brute shot right here because it does big melee damage and also it scares them. Also good to kill them. You know, as you can see, it's actually efficient. But also for the next area, so yeah, max shields and brute shot equipped. Is there any more brute shot ammo? I might kill one up here, please. Yeah, hang and fight's pretty easy. Again, I think just maintaining control is your overall strategy. I can't really teach you guys how to fight it specifically because every variation changes, you know, different things happen, kind of stuff. I think just maintaining control and being careful is your best approach. Ah, there we go, got it. And equipment here doesn't matter. So in the next room, there are two ways to really fight it. You can bring a DC and use a turret to kill everyone, or you can sit back and be safe and just have the Marines do it for you. I go for the Marine strat, it's safer. Slower, but easier and safer. Requires no effort from me at all. I prefer. If you are playing with speed in mind, take the DC and place it in front of the turret and use the turret to kill the drones. That's way, way, way faster. Like tenfold faster. My strats are very slow. Yeah, so what I do is, when the dialogue finishes, I want to listen to make sure I have a plasma grenade equipped. So, nope. Yes. So learn the sounds real quickly. So that was the. So hold on, I'll go through them again. That's spike, frag, plasma. So come in here and you want to stick this guy. Then shoot up there. And around here, equip your, or sorry, deploy your DC. Or your bubble shield. Whatever you have, just deploy, it doesn't matter. Then back up and you're hoping the Marines will grenade the drones for you. They're pretty good at it. Also, I'm not sure if you guys saw, but I lost my shield just then. That blood's mine, so I'm currently shieldless. I took quite a bit damage from the drones, so I'm one shot now. So just wary for the next area. But basically, you'll see how the Marines kind of all line along here and they throw grenades at the drones at the back, and they're actually really efficient at it. Have that grenade there, killed loads. So you can just kind of wait until the Marines can. They often require assistance in the means of, you know, your own brute shots or whatever, or your own BR. There is a BR crate in and to the left, down just there. It's that crate right there. But the cool thing is that, yeah, the Marines do the heavy lifting here. You haven't really got to do much. You can BR from afar if you need, but it's a pretty good, easy AFK strat. You can honestly like go bathroom here, get a drink of water, you know, kind of sit here and do whatever you need to do for 5 minutes. And when you get back, the drones are usually all dead, or close to all dead. But yeah, I've done nothing for this fight, and they've basically done it all for me with their grenades. There are some instances where some weird stuff can happen in this room. I've had it where before, you see this last few drones have to show what happens. Like 1 or 2 left. But yeah, here's the BR crate if you want to help them. BR. Door's open. They did it all for me. Okay, so there's been instances where the drones get stuck in this tunnel, in this pipe. So let me see if I can find where the other pipe is. They've likely created it somewhere. But basically, there's a pipe connected here, and it drops off, and they'll fly out. Sometimes it can get stuck, and the drones all get stuck in this tunnel. You can kind of grenade in the tunnel like that and just kill them. So line up a frag, and then just grenade in like that, and it kills like all of them in one grenade. It's pretty cool. Okay, so right here we want to grab plasma pistols, 2 of them exactly, and carry on through the next area.
They sent us a spark.
If I try to hook up a timer, it might go off by itself.
Johnson.
So to make this part fast, what I do is open the door,
Chief, have a look.
and with my 2
Little going away gift for the Covenant.
plasma pistols equipped,
Linked it to small
I swapped for a shotgun. That drops 2.
Soon
Then I
as the
come back here,
evacuation is
and
complete,
I'll pick up 2
start the
more.
timer.
Understood.
Good luck, everyone.
And doing this, it takes 3 trips to get sort of roughly what you need for the corridor.
Follow me, Chief.
So get 2 more. This is just a fast and more efficient way of doing it. So again, shotgun. There's 6. There's 4 now. One more trip. 6 should be plenty.
Marines are trapped inside.
I've never did more than 6, so 6 is like playing it safe.
Both know what they do to prisoners.
Sure it is,
2.
Chief.
Get to the barracks. Save those men.
And also, if you do need BR, ammo is here as
Escort
well.
them to the landing pad for evac.
Alright, 6 is enough.
Geneva
So what I do
can
now
fix
is I will juggle some further down the tunnel as well. So, yeah. Okay, so what I want to do in this next area is immediately overcharge, like, be pre-aimed, pre-overcharge the brute shot, and the guy who is right, I think it's a spiker. But I want to try and hit both of those. So overcharge now, is that guy, he steps back, so make sure you're pre-aimed for that one. Then kill both of them. Now you've done that, step back, wait a few seconds. Basically, this kind of lets the brutes settle down for a second. And sometimes, if any bubble shields are deployed, which they often are, it lets those expire as well. Yeah, so in this area, you kind of want to play it safe back in this corridor. You want to aim at their legs and slowly off one by one. If they're too close, this guy's too close, the overcharge is sort of aiming at him, which you don't want. You want to have it so there's no auto aim on the overcharge. It just kind of goes the direction you want it to be. And when you've killed enough, the next wave spawns in. Yeah, got him. Again, in this area, I know I'm still no shield. That's my blood. Don't worry about it. Shouldn't take any damage here. Alright, next time come in. Let's try and get hardline guys and all that stuff. So let's just wait. This is pretty dangerous. They're all kind of charging me. They won't ever come up in this corridor. They'll kind of like float around this area here and this area here, but they'll never come up and charge you. So if this happens, they're a bit aggressive right now. I'm gonna just wait and hope they've all kind of calmed down and step back a bit. Yeah, you can see they will line up at the back, just literally one at a time, pick them off. Alright, that's out of ammo, get the next one. One at a time. And try to prioritize if you can see them. You obviously can't because you can't see the weapons. But try to aim for the Arband guys. And if they're shooting at you, like they are right now, you can see his bullets hitting the door frame. Just wait. Let them de-aggro. And basically, when you've killed enough, the chieftain will charge you down here. And you want to bait him up to this room and kill him up here with backstack. Pretty easy. And it's free shields. Yeah, just playing this safe, taking your time. This should be the last guy, then we should get the charge. So watch him. Nope, one more guy in the box. Fresh plasma pistol when you hear the sound of being depleted. Charging me. Okay, they should charge now. Yep, here it comes. So when you see this, you want to back up to around this part of the ramp, and you're going to make sure he aggroes up to you. Here it comes. So to note as well, he's faster than you. If you're ever at a disadvantage where he's too close to it's kind of annoying. Here it comes. So always be wary of your distance between you and him, and note that he's faster than you. But try to never be too close to him when he's kind of crap. Okay, so he died and he dropped equipment. Now we don't know if it's flare or invincibility, but we'll find out eventually. So we still have two brutes alive, so these two at the back, just overcharge from here to be safe. If by all means, wait here, you can charge in, it doesn't matter, they're pretty easy to kill. Alright, one left, let's just go in. Down to the left here is a fully charged plasma pistol with 100 ammo. Visibility nice, that's good, that's ideal. Done. Cool, okay. So, yeah, let's just step back from that insane chain reaction going on. That's like 10 grenades. So at this point here, fresh BR's fine. So pick up this. That's one overcharged, or fully charged I should say, gun. And this is your second one. So there we go. We now have two fully charged plasma pistols. So come up here and drop your weapon immediately. So sometimes here a drone can fly up and just free shields. So coming out here, I go to the right here on this little elevated part of the ledge, and I'm waiting for a drone to fly past. Wait like 15 seconds. There, oh, it saw me. That's it, mate. They saw me. Okay, that wasn't ideal. Basically, you're supposed to wait here and let him fly past, and when he flies past, it's safe to go. Yeah, don't let him see you. So wait again, let it fly past, and go. A fine beam to the right is always the best, but it doesn't matter. And the last one's fine, just run past. Easy. Okay, so approaching this area here, there are 2 or 3 ways to do it. I prefer to do the barracks clear because having Arbiter for the jetpack clear up top is way better because he's basically invincible. And having him to rely on is really nice. You don't need that, you can just go for it yourself. So I go through here, do the barracks clear. There's now 2 other ways to get across. You can hammer launch on the grates, or you can do the old-fashioned way of dropping across with DC. Like up here, you then jump, you DC, and you kind of curve around and land over there. So 3 ways to approach, entirely up to you. I barracks clear, takes like 5 minutes, if that. And you want to triple overcharge these first 3, and then you don't want to go too far forwards here. There's 1, 2, and he's gone, that's fine. Hit him. Yeah, kill the brutes there that are in the script animations, because they're easy to kill, easy to pick off early. And then you want to try and focus on the guys at the back, because the ones in the middle are you guys the Marines. And I always prioritize the brute shot guy at the very, very back there. He's always a pain. So in this area here, there's spike grenades are all lying around, and to be really safe, I just kind of step back and shoot them, which blows them up, which prevents any chain reaction from happening. I've died to these spikes so many times. Basically, these Marines are really bad at their own grenades, and they can kind of bounce them off here, bounce them off the walls, wherever, you know, which, if they land in this area here at all, it causes a chain reaction. And if you're kind of here, peeking and shooting the enemies, you know, down the hallway and stuff, you're dead. You're dead from an annoying chain reaction, which is and then basically, you just want to clear the first area of the barracks, and then that's it, you're done. Basically, I'll show you how and why in a second. What has happened to my overcharge? Also, being up here is pretty safe, because they're down below shooting on the Marines and stuff. All them. Okay, but they're all dead. So that's it. Of the barracks clear, that's all you have to do. If you have invincibility, which you should. If you have a flare, which is really unfortunate, you have to clear the entire thing, except for the chieftain at the end. He doesn't have to die. So you want to make sure you have 2 plasma pistols. Actually, you know what? This doesn't matter because we're going to clear the barracks first. So double check you have your invincibility with the regen over here. I'll drop this right here because later. But yeah, so make sure you have invincibility and follow the path I do. So these enemies at the end haven't got to die. If you hug the right side here, you can literally open the door, come through, advance around now, and just go. Ignore all these guys. The chieftain died somehow, that's interesting. Come here, open the door and leave. Yeah, that's it. Hit everything. I'll show you what to do if you don't have invincibility, because it happens sort of 1 in 5. There's a 20% chance for the flare to drop. Anyway, yeah, so hit the button, come in here and wait in the elevator shaft for a few seconds. This should deload all the enemies that are in the barracks. I've had one run where it didn't deload them all, it left like 1 or 2. Yeah, we'll see. So yeah, having an arbiter helps a lot here. Okay, so doubling back. Always be a little bit careful here in case they haven't deloaded, but they have. We're fine. Grab a regen. Dude, a lot died. I don't know how these guys died, but that's interesting. Okay, so if for whatever reason you did not get a flare, did not get invince, you got a flare instead, you can come through this side door and pick off a couple brutes from here. Just overcharge, you know, pick off from here. When enough are dead, and there's like 2 brutes left of the chieftain, I would say pop a regen or bubble shield, and this is cool because this is your cover, right? So your cover's like here. I would come across, I'd deploy it around here, bubble or regen. I'd come up here, and I would duck in here and kill the 2 jackals from here, overcharge them, BR them. If you want shields, you can. You can run across here pretty safely, punch them for shields, whatever. Then I would hug them all back here and stand around here. And basically, I would wait until it was safe for the... I'd wait until the chieftain was aggravated, or like, you know, he was aggroed or distracted by the marines and the arbiter. And I would use that moment to literally run past, open the door and leave. I don't kill the chieftain ever. Chieftain can be distracted very easily by grenade spam by the marines or the arbiter attacking him or whatever. Adequately enough to where you can like literally just like run past. It's really easy. Quick shield check, we're good. Okay, so I want to double back for the plasma pistols I got earlier. Also, these guys are kind of waiting around. Maybe their pathfinder broke. That's really good. You guys go. Having brains for the jetpack clear is just really handy.
Friendly fire.
They stuck by. Also, more BR here if you need BR. If one's going, curious why these 2 aren't. Either way, yeah, then that's it. Sometimes their pathfinding gets broken and stuck, so just try to help them out a little bit. Okay, so I want to go back for the plasma pistol. Make sure I have... Also, by the way, there's plenty of BR ammo in this area. If you find you're running low on BR, there's literally 2 SMs. So there's a whole bunch in this area here. There's one there. There's one there. There's BR ammo galore in this these barracks. Should never run out in this area. Just checking for plasma pistol ammo. We should be fine. Okay, so yeah, what we're going to do in the next area is ride the elevator up, and before the doors open, I'm going to jump out early and go on top of the Pelican. And then I'm going to set up myself a camouflage and a regen behind the brute to spawn up top. And the second they spawn, I'm going to use camouflage and backsmack them all safely. Be careful, because I think they can see or hear you briefly between backsmacks, so keep that in mind. With camouflage does briefly... It doesn't break, but like it kind of, you know, shudders or something where they can kind of see briefly between backsmacks. And if they're turned around, they'll kill you. So make sure they're all facing, you know, forwards and they don't get distracted by you or anything. So what we'll do is wait here, and when it's appropriately high, you just jump out, jump on the box, onto the Pelican, and crouch on the wing. I crouch here because this guy who goes past like here can grenade and stick you. So jump off and drop this plasma pistol in the doorway, come back here and begin to juggle with camo. Be fast here, this is on a timer for sure. Have camo equipped, and wait a second. Overcharge and headshot this guy. Camo. Let them turn around. And begin to backsmack. If they do that, just overcharge. Cool. Okay, we got most of them, not the best, but most are dead. So the really cool thing is here, they can't dodge in the air. So you can overcharge them pretty easily in the air. When enough are dead, the guys to the left spawn out of this doorway. So again, if they're in the air, go for the overcharge. Just be careful of spikes here. I've dived into many spikes before. Okay, that's out of ammo, so I'm going to go back, grab these two. Grab regen. Put the regen up here because why not? He's dead. Yeah, this fight is so easy with the Arbiter and like various Marines, all the grenades. And yeah, like I did nothing there, really. I did nothing. And the fight is done when the Pelican flies in. One left still somewhere. Yeah, there's one left. Okay, when this happens, there is often a brute hiding in some weird spot. So we could be safe or be risky here. I'm feeling pretty risky, so I'm gonna drop straight down. Just have a look. More often than not, they are usually stuck down here, along this sort of like edge. There he is. Yeah, that's what I thought. Cool, that's it.
Keep it up. You might get on my good
I
side.
don't think I grabbed camo, so I'm gonna go double check. Run back, make sure I have camo. Don't think I have it. Don't know for sure.
Drones, go. I'll cover you.
So if you are stuck in the instance where the level won't progress and there's still a brute alive somewhere, I'll show you some pretty common spots for where they can be hiding, or like get stuck or something. Yeah, make sure you have camo here. Double back for camo if you didn't get it. So one of the really common spots where brutes can be stuck is actually on this little ledge just down here. It's just above the kill plane and they can't leave, so check here first. That's a common one. Then I would also check under here, in this little area. They get stuck down here. Also, yeah, this kind of little ledge here is a common as well. Very rarely they can fly up top on the Pelican and get stuck kind of like up here. Like on this ledge like there or something up there. So yeah, check those spots and you should be fine. Okay, so literally last area of the level, very easy. Make sure you have camo, grab a fresh plasma pistol from the drones, and carry on fast. So, if you're curious about your shields right now, you get free shields here instantly. So I'm going to backsmack the grunt on the turrets, and quickly try to kill the 3 jackals that are approaching me, before they have time to like arm themselves and the shields. So, open the door, come straight through, backsmack this guy, then aim at these guys. Alright, I got 2. And get the grunt at the back, that's fine, 2's good. Then just overcharge, kill him. Easy. Okay, so jump on this truck thingy onto the pipe, then plug these up here, and begin to kill the enemy's next area. Grenade at the jackals to kind of like back a little bit, scare them off, push it back, whatever. And begin to kill the grunts from up top. This just has height advantage and makes the area easier to see everything going on. If I were you, I would purposefully leave a jackal alive in this area for 3 shields later. If you take damage here, which happens, I take damage all the time, leave one alive, which is good for shields. So yeah, just sit back here and pick them up one at a time until the grunts are all dead.
Chief, follow the service tunnel to the
Behind the
motor.
box, there he is. That's most of them, I think. I think that now is pretty safe to drop down and kill the other ones on the turret at the back. So, kill that one. If you are low on BR ammo here, there's some in that crate just up top there, and there's also some by a box, that box just there as well. So the way I approach this is apparently different from everyone else's. So most people will stay on the pipe here and they'll drop off like way at the end. I find it kind of scary and risky, and I don't do that. So let's grenade these and just get them out of the way. So I use this box here as a reference. This box is usually the right spot by the BR. Literally, all you need to do is crouch by this box, chop slightly, hold crouch, and just kill these guys. That's it, done, easy. And then let's kill one of these two. Get your shields back. Yeah, done. So the cool thing about that spot there is it's far enough away to where you aren't in risk of being shot by them. You can crouch, you can see their heads usually just in between this gap. So between the ceiling and the pipe, you're shooting that tiny little gap. That's perfect. Okay, check your camo. Make sure these enemies are all dead. Then if you want BR ammo, come up here. There's some up here.
Head through the motor pool
So
to get
BR
to the
ammo is
outside.
just here. So in this area, you will make... So first things first is, in this tunnel, if you shoot a grenade, it will alert the guys in the next room. So make sure you aren't doing that. I'm going to camouflage, basically, before I jump over the stairs, and we just camo past. So, up here. Camo now, and follow this safe path. Approach the bomb from kind of a diagonal angle, hold E, that's the sound,
That did it, Chief.
and we just
Bombs
leave.
armed.
You got your exit. A service elevator
Now,
in the
on
hangar.
these first 3 grunts, go around them, don't engage them, and then you want to rush this way head on to approach the Jackal snipers. So, 1, 2. In this area, all the grunts are kind of scripted to run in fear and not really attack you, unless you bump them or shoot at them. So just try to avoid them, and they won't really do anything. The next area has the last enemies level. There are like 10 grunts or something in the tunnel. Be careful with them, they can kill you pretty easily. I've died to these guys before. They throw grenades, they're kind of annoying. So peek around the corner and either kill them as they run past. They grenade you, step back and hide. Sometimes here, one can get stuck behind the drones on the right. He won't walk up. So always, always, always peek right first before going left. I've died to the one back there before a couple times. Yeah, peek slowly, progress slowly, be safe. Make sure they're all dead before you push up. The flickering lights. I can't speak. The flickering lights. That was hard to say. Are kind of annoying in this room because they hide the grunts pretty well. The flickering lights. That's hard to say. But yeah, the flickering lights in this room make it so we can't see the grunts very well. Just wait for them to stop and then proceed. And yeah, the level's done from this point. I would follow my path in again, just to be safe, because sometimes the grunts in randomly decide to attack you, even though they shouldn't. So I don't run straight here, I go to the right. Just to be safe. So come around here, kill the last 2 jackals. Or don't really need to, just, you know, run past them. And that's it. We are going to carry on to Salvo. So Salvo is important to have carryover. So having a last pistol with Salvo is good to yeah, that's crows. It takes me roughly 20 to 25 minutes if I do everything at full speed. That isn't tutorial pace, but this is pretty good. Almost like done.
This place will become your tomb.